This is actually crazy. Xbox could launch its disc-to-digital conversion system as soon as next week. Project Positron would turn eligible physical games into digital licenses. Am I getting this right? They said licenses? If a disc is sold or lent and activated on a different Microsoft account, the digital license is automatically revoked from the original owner and transferred to the new one, preserving the second-hand game market entirely. So, you have a physical game, you turn it into a digital license, which is your digital license, but if somebody else is borrowing your disc, your digital license is getting revoked, which means you don't actually own it anymore. I might be not getting it right, but doesn't it mean that you actually lose ownership of your game still?
Remember back in the day, Xbox back in the day, they had Xbox Live. So you could look at PlayStation and Nintendo and go, I could play online games for free if I get one of those consoles. Why would I pay to play my games on the internet? And the reason why people largely played on Xbox and used Xbox Live back in the day was, one, because of the games that Xbox had and people wanted to play a lot of those games online. Two, because their internet was also like the servers that they were using were, highly prioritized and they just had better connection. And then there was also like Xbox Live chat and stuff like that. There were a lot of conveniences that you were getting from using Xbox Live. But you still had the option of, if I don't want to pay to play online, I'm going to go get a PlayStation. I'm going to go get a Nintendo. That option does not exist anymore. You can only hold your customer's head underwater for so long before they drown.
The game we were going to get a week ago is not the game we're going to get in 2028, 2029. I think that Asha Sharma has stepped in a way that Phil Spencer never did. And she is taking a very active position within all of these discussions. Phil Spencer's general attitude seemingly was to go hands off, let teams do whatever they want to do, and just hope it works out. That doesn't seem to be Asha Sharma's approach. She seems very on top of it, very aggressive, and very in the weeds. And that also means that she's paying very close attention to social media. And as part of that, she has no doubt seen all of the demands for more Fallout games, how people think it's ridiculous that it's been 15 years since Skyrim came out, and there's pretty much nothing new to talk about when it comes to Elder Scrolls. Or how they've had a tremendously successful Fallout TV show, and they have had basically nothing to show for it except for the Fallout 4 anniversary update, which broke freaking VATs, and it took them, I'm not joking, 19 months to fix. She's not stupid. She knows that that's insane, and that there is something structurally and like functionally wrong with BGS, with how they're managing these IP, and she seemingly is done with it. As we just saw in the report from Jason Schreier, which just dropped on July 8th, where he described how Bethesda is seemingly being forced to give up the keys to their beloved IP and hand it over to Obsidian. Whether that is a remake of New Vegas or if that is like a sequel to New Vegas or something totally new entirely, we don't know at this point. It seems like this decision literally made it to the studio days ago. Like, this is very, very fresh. But I think that this all indicates that Asha is taking Xbox and specifically Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and Starfield, everything, in a very different direction than it was headed just a few weeks ago. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think Todd's that thrilled about it. I don't think he's that thrilled about it.
We at Xbox are happy to announce that we will soon be testing the new disc-to-digital feature for Xbox Insiders. Whoa, that was fast. Anyways, let's say I buy Persona 3 Reload at GameStop physically for $45 instead of buying it digitally on the Xbox Store for $60. I'm only required to insert the game disc the first time, right? Then I can play it like it's digital. Yes, exactly. You would then have a permanent digital license of the game. Okay, then what happens if I share the game disc with a friend to play? If the friend puts the disc into their console, then they would be the ones with the digital license, and your license would be rescinded. Interesting. So the license travels with the disc. Yes, if we didn't do it this way, then people would just keep using the same disc and make infinite digital licenses of the game. In this way, we retain the value of ownership of the disc while allowing people to play the game on console or PC with the digital license. Because the next Xbox Project Helix won't have a disc drive. You're basically letting players add all of their physical games to their digital library before gaming goes 100% digital.